guys, it's Lydia here, and for today's video I'm going to be giving you a bunch of Thanksgiving ready hairstyles. So basically what I think when I think Thanksgiving ready hairstyles are hairstyles that will stay in all day, that all your hair is pulled up but it still looks cute, and that's pretty easy to do. Now some of these I have like different levels, so I am going to be doing like Dutch braids and French braids and stuff like that in this video. So I will link above my video that I show you how to do basically every basic braid, so you can go check that out if you don't know how to do those braids. But I think I have a few hairstyles in here that don't require any fancy braiding techniques, so that way there's just a hairstyle in here for everyone. Now this mainly focuses on hairstyles for longer hair, but I am going to try throughout the video to show you some ways to modify it for shorter hair if that's the type of hair you have. But without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so for this first one, it's really fun because it would work on short hair or long hair, so fun, we're already on a good start. What you're going to do is start with a middle part all the way down the back. So you're splitting all your hair in half, and then we're going to do Dutch braids. Now I'm going to get all fancy, but if you just want to do a basic Dutch braid, just don't listen to anything I'm about to say. But if you want to be a little more fancy, listen to what I'm about to say. So you're going to pick up a smaller, not smaller, like medium-sized section, like so, at the front. And then as you notice, my hands are up here. They're not right here. What you want is to have your hands in this position the whole time. That way the braid makes an arc down the back of your head, not on the side of your head. That's kind of the profile that I'm going for this hairstyle. So you're going to split it into 3, braid under the middle section. Like I said, I have a video explaining all the basic braids, so I'd really recommend you watching that. And then just pick up hair as you go, braid it in. And I like to go for slightly smaller sections as I'm braiding in, and remember to keep it in the back of your head. Alrighty, so once you've gotten to the bottom and picked up all your hair, you can do whatever kind of bun you want. I'm going to stick to my favorite looped and wrap it around method because I'm lazy and I like doing that. So just pull your hair through a couple times, and then the last time you pull it through, leave it as looped as you want it to be, and then just take your ends and wrap them around. I told you it's like the perfect way to make a bun for people like me that are lazy or in a hurry. Now for the ends, for this one, what I'm going to do, instead of tucking it into the elastic like I normally do, I'm going to take another clear elastic and go over the bun so that way it holds the ends in place. So the ends are all in there. Looks good, hopefully. And then I like to pull apart the braid just a little bit. Alrighty, and then the only complaint I have is that right here, it happens a lot for me, right over my ear, it can get a little baggy. I'm going to bobby pin that back, but honestly, if I wasn't filming this, I would probably just leave it because I'm not like a super particular person. But I just wanted to show you like the option if this happens, and if you don't like it, you can pin it back, but honestly, you do not have to, and I probably wouldn't if I wasn't filming. So just pull the hair under the braid and then pin it there. And I like to do a second pin just so that everything stays in place. And make sure to crisscross your pins. And there you go. Took care of the problem. And now we just get to do that on the other side. So easy. And once you've done both sides, that is it. This is one that, especially if you're newer to hair, it can be a little bit time consuming, but it is so cute and it does stay in all day long. Like that's the thing I love about braids, is that it's just this easy, super easy way. You just pull all your hair back, it stays in place, it's so incredibly nice. So I'd really recommend doing this hairstyle, or at least trying to practice that Dutch braid. And even if you can't do it where it's like in the back, try doing the Dutch braids on the side where your hands are like that. It's going to make it a little bit easier, and it's going to look just as cute. Really nice about these hairstyles is that my hair is super fluffy right now, so if you're not having the best hair day, you can see like these hairstyles look good even when my hair looks like this. At least I hope they'll look good. So don't worry if your hair isn't perfect that day, you can pull it back, because if your hair looks like mine, you know, it'll be fine. Alrighty. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to be doing another Dutch braid, and I just want you to remember, like the last one and this one, if you don't want to do the Dutch braid, you can take it out. Like the last one, just do 2 low buns. For this one, we're going to do a Dutch braid around your head with a braid on the side. You can take out the Dutch braid if you don't want to do it. It's completely fine. We're going to start off by parting your hair on the side, because I just like the way it looks. Makes it a little more, I don't know. I just like the way it looks better, okay? And then just pick up a section of hair, split it into 3, and we're going to do a Dutch braid around your head. So basically, how I like to picture this is to picture my head as a square. I know that sounds weird. So we're going to braid till we get to one point, then we're going to switch, braid the back till we get to the other point, then braid this section. I'm going to show you as we go. So I'm first going to start Dutch braiding the first quarter of the square. Just picture your head like that and it'll be a little bit easier. So you're going to get till you get to like right here, and you braid like a quarter of your hair in. Alrighty, so I've gotten to that point. Now I'm going to grab this top section with my hand over my head and switch positions. So now I'm here and now I can keep braiding. So now we're going to braid the back, or the other quarter of your square, until we get to the other side. By the way, if you guys are better at French braiding and you don't really know how to Dutch braid, or you're not as comfortable, you can absolutely just switch this out for a French braid. It would still look really cute. I just love Dutch braiding, and it's actually a little bit easier for me. Alrighty, so I've gotten to the final corner, and I'm going to bring my hands back to the front and continue braiding. Now, it kind of looks a little bit confusing when I'm doing it, but it's something you kind of just have to practice and you'll get it. And then once we've gotten to the side, either, there are 2 options here. Number 1, you can braid it all the way down, or number 2, you can do a fishtail braid. Before we do that, I'm going to pull apart the braid that we've already done, just by tugging at each link of the braid pretty gently. Alrighty, and then pull all your hair together on the side and do a fishtail braid. Again, it will be in that video that I talked about earlier, so if you want to learn, click above. And then once you get to the end of your braid, just secure it with an elastic, and then I like to pull it apart just gently, not a ton, because if you pull it apart too much, you risk it falling out throughout the day. But just pull it apart a little bit, especially if you have thin hair. It's just kind of nice to make it a little bit fuller. And that is it. Now obviously, like before, you can pull out pieces of hair or whatever, but I like it just as is. And that's it for the hairstyle. I don't know, I just think this is a really cute, simple braid that's, I don't know, it's really cute. It doesn't, like all these hairstyles, once you get the hang of them, they don't take more than like 5-10 minutes to do. And you could always substitute the fishtail braid with a regular braid. You could take out this Dutch braid if that's just too daunting for you. You know, just make it till it works for you and your level of hairstyling, because honestly, hair is just about how you enjoy it. It doesn't matter if you have to do like this perfect braid. It's like, if you like the way it looks, then just do it that way. Yeah. next one is so perfect for beginners because it's really easy to learn. And this is probably one of the easier hairstyles in here, because I would say it takes less than 60 seconds once you get the hang of it, at least. Like maybe it'll take a little bit longer when you're first learning, but I can do this super quickly. So there are two options. Number one, there's a twist. Number two is a rope braid. So a rope braid is just like a slight level up from a twist. It just makes it look a little more cool, a little more 3D, or you can just stick to a basic twist if you feel like you just want to do that. So I'm going to show you each method on each side just to be fun. We're going to start with a center part and split your hair in half. So I'm going to start with the easier method. My hair is so fluffy. I'm going to start with the easier method, and then I'll show you the rope braid. So you're going to pick up a smaller section right at the front, and then I like to split it in two, and all you're going to do is just cross them over each other. Then pick up a little more hair from the bottom, cross it over. Pick up a little more hair from the bottom, cross it over. It's super easy, and you can already see like a little bit, like it almost looks like a rope braid in a way. And that's the cool thing about this, is that you can almost like fake rope braid and it works just as well. So just slide your finger, pick up kind of a smaller section, twist over. Alrighty, and then once you get to the end, I like to just quickly secure it with an elastic, but we're going to do one big ponytail at the end, but I'm just going to secure this half with an elastic. And then in this you can go in and pull apart the twist a little bit to make it more like noticeable, because before it was really flat, so just kind of pull it apart, make it so you can see each twist to make it more like a wave. And that is side one. Now side two is very similar, but there's one slight twist, pun intended, that we're going to do to just make it look a little more like you can really see each twist and how like it's formed on your head. I'm not making any sense. I'll just show you. So pick up the same size section as before, split it in two as before, but this time, before crossing the sections over each other, you're going to twist them. So twist each one towards your face, like once or twice, then cross them over. Twist towards your face, cross them over away from your face. Then we're going to do the same thing where you pick up hair from the bottom, but unlike before, you got to twist it first. So twist it once or twice towards your face, wrap away, pick up more hair. So it's just like a barely step above this side, but it makes, I feel like just the difference between a twist and a rope braid is a very big difference. And I feel like people always, like, a twist is so basic, but a rope braid is like, how did you do that? You know, it's super cool. So if you just want to level up, make it just look a little bit more cool, do the rope braid. But if you don't want to do a rope braid, if you don't have enough time, if you don't want to learn it, it's completely fine. Just stick to the twist and it still looks really cool. I kind of made them have two different shapes, but you can kind of see the difference. This one you can obviously see each twist. This one is just a little more subtle. They're both really cute. I'm going to do the rope braid on this side just so they match, and then I'll show you the end result. Okay, so once you've done both sides, you're just going to pull them both to the back and secure them with an elastic to make a nice low pony. So from the front, it doesn't look the best. So we're going to pull it apart. So I just like to go in and kind of loosen up each twist, kind of like we did for the first side, just to kind of loosen it up, make it look a little bit better, especially because now it's like smushed, so we kind of want to fluff it out, just make it look a little bit nicer. And I feel like for every face shape, this is going to look different. So for some of you, you don't have to do that much. For others, you just kind of have to play around, see what looks best for your face shape. So I pulled out some pieces around my ears, and then the final step is right in the back. It's kind of bubbling, and I don't like that. So I'm just going to pin it, all those little hairs that are kind of bubbling up, just pin them down to my head so that way they don't look weird. And that is it for this hairstyle. I really love this one because it's like super easy. And I went into like a lot of detail explaining it, but honestly this is like, do one side, it takes like 3 seconds, do the other side, put it together in a pony, you're done. It's super easy, and this would work for shorter hair, like shoulder length or even a little bit shorter. If you can get your hair into a low pony, you can do this hairstyle. So it works for like a lot of different hair lengths, and it's super cute and it's so easy. Okay, so for the final two hairstyles, I wanted to just take all of the crazy fancy braids out, keep them super easy. So like if you don't know how to do hair at all, you can do these two hairstyles, which is great, especially for Thanksgiving. You don't want to learn how to do something crazy for Thanksgiving. So for the first one, it's going to be this really pretty kind of like boho twisted braid. And it's really cool because what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you. All right, so you're going to start off by doing whatever part you want. I just like a side part. And then this is the fun part, because what you're going to do is you're going to take all those face framing layers that would fall out normally, and you're just going to pull them back and secure it with an elastic. So pull back any face framing layers that would fall out. I don't have really any face framing layers, but if you did, pull those back to the back and then just secure them right here with an elastic. Alrighty, and then we're going to make a little twist out of this. So just take the elastic and flip it through the hair like this. Super, super easy. I'm going to do it 3 times till it forms a little twist. And then just go in with my fingers and pull it apart. So just pull on little pieces of hair in that twist to make it a little bit bigger and have more dimension, you know? Alrighty, and then you're just going to repeat that 2 more times, pick up some hair around your face and pull it to the back. One quick tip, if the 3 twists sounds a little bit daunting, just stick to 1 and that would be just as cute. I just like to go overboard, you know what I mean? But if you're a beginner or if you just want to keep it simple, stick to 1 twist. And for a short hair option, you can either do like 1 or 3 or how many twists you want. And then either you can just pull all your hair into a ponytail here, or you can do a little half a braid with the rest. So like pick up half of your hair, braid it all the way down to create a similar look. So there are some options for short hair, but for long hair, what you're going to do is take the rest of your hair, split it into 3, and just braid it all the way down. And you can secure it at the bottom, and of course, fluff it out. And there you go. This is super, super simple, really, really cute, and it took you like 5 minutes to do, and anyone can do it. We have made it nearly to the end, don't worry. So for this last one, this one is really cute and I'm really excited about it. So we're gonna do 3 buns down the back of our hair, but I want it to be like messy and a little bit boho and kind of fun. Not as much like sleek. So we're gonna do that. So all you're gonna do is just split your hair into 3 down the back. So I'm gonna grab one section. I'm going to clip the top section up because I want to do something with the part. Not exactly sure what yet, but I want there to be a part. So I'm going to clip that up and do it last. And then we're going to split the other hair in 2. Alrighty, so once you've got these 2 into ponies, then you're just going to do a messy bun. I'm just going to twist these around each other and then we're going to pin them in place. And then before wrapping them into the bun, I like to really pull this apart, make it really big and fluffy, and that's what's going to make the bun look extra cute. And then just wrap it into a bun and pin it in place. Alrighty, and then do the same thing on the other one. For some reason they're like different sizes, even though I tried to make them the same size. Top one got a little bit bigger, but it's okay. And then the hair around the bun, I want it to be a little bit looser. So I'm just kind of pulling on it. That way it's not as slick as it was. And then finally, let's take down this top hair. And here's my idea. So scratch the idea of 3 buns. I was going to do 3. I decided not to. We're going to take this hair and kind of wrap it around the other 2 to make it look more like, I don't know, you know, just wrap it around. So I'm just going to keep this side part that I have. And then all I'm going to do is just take 1/2 of this. I'm going to split it in 2. And I'm just going to kind of like take it down and wrap it like around the 2 buns, kind of in this like figure 8 fashion. So I'm going to wrap it around the first one and try to like leave some texture. So there's like a mixed texture of like the bun already with the twist and then just wrapping it around. And then pin. Alrighty, and then repeat the same thing with the other side. I'm going to do the top bun this time. And then wrap it around. Just kind of having fun. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it's okay. We're just having fun over here. It's kind of the point of hairstyling. It's just to kind of like play around, have fun, see what works. Alrighty, and that is the hairstyle. I really like this. I think it's really cute. It's really kind of fun. It's a little bit like, these are really perfect looking buns. I didn't mean them to be perfect. They're supposed to be messy buns, but like you can go crazy messy with this, or you can go like really sleek. There's just a lot of ways you can go with this hairstyle, and I just think it's really, really cute and really unique. Guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe below, and I will see you next Friday for another video. Bye guys. That's the color.
Why is she perched up there?
Because she's a lion. Don't be mean to lions. They're fuzzy.
She thinks this is her place in the wind.
But it is her place in the wind. Her place in the wind?
Dominion.
Oh, dominion.